Dear Diary, here we are, the first day of a new season. The first time we get to experience winter together. I've been excited to get to this point for a while now, but never really thought that this day would arrive so soon. We've been through a lot together these past 3 seasons, and now it feels like we get to put that to the test here. I'm so thankful to have been able to share this journey with you so far, and learn so much about what it means to be a part of a community. The memories we've shared here are ones that I won't soon forget. Today, we take a look outside, embrace the colder weather, and see what this new season has in store. Will we upgrade our home, explore newfound lands, finish some items within the community center? The possibilities truly feel, once again, endless. Who knows what we'll get into? All that I know is how lucky I feel to be able to share these experiences with you. Not bad for a first-time farmer, huh? Anyway, time to take on the new season. Cheers for now. XOXO, the Stardew Diaries. And then the spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed today. Luck will not be on our side. Any new winter? A time when all the world goes quiet. Now's a great time to do some mining, fishing, and gathering. Upgrade your tools in preparation for a productive spring, or get your local carpenter to build something on your farm. Stock up on resources, upgrade, and prepare for the next year. All right. Let's take a look at how this area, how this farm, how this game is going to look different. Oh, wow. Holy moly, y'all. Look at how good it looks. Now, obviously, ignore some of the uglier parts. You know, as you can see, we do have a shed that we have invested in. And I imagined the layout being a shed here, and then we'll put a shed here. So ignore these kegs. They will eventually go in the shed. I think one of the sheds is going to be focused on kegs. It might just 100% be kegs. Another one will kind of be a forge. So I've always wanted to put all of our chests in a spot that looks a lot better than this. And I think making one of the sheds into like a forge, I feel like could be really good. And then we'll have all of our furnaces in there as well. And then the third one will kind of be whatever we want it to be. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to spring, or well, not spring. Welcome to winter. Holy moly. I can't talk. I'm just so stunned by what we're seeing here. It looks so good. It said that it's supposed to snow tomorrow, so I'm curious if the snow is actually going to, you know, rise up a little bit, or how that's going to work. As you can see, all of our crops are gone, which is, you know, I suppose it's to be expected. In the last episode, we also focused on turning this into kind of like a little campground in a way, which I'm really excited about. I think it looks pretty darn good. You know, it's a nice work in progress. We even put a couple bait makers, which I think is going to be good. I think I'll probably make a third one, just so that we constantly have an influx of deluxe fiber or deluxe bait working, which I'm really excited about. I'm actually going to get rid of... I like the bush where it is, but actually we'll keep it. I'll just have to remember to go in this way, which I think will be fine. Oh, so there's 2 super cucumbers. Oh, wow. So you can... I didn't know you could do this. You can change the... Oh, that's cool. Wait, so it's hard to tell what it actually looks like. So this is like a basic one. Okay, a little bit of a bucket. I think I like that one the best. Wait, what is this? Super cucumber row. Oh, so this is the bait maker, right? Okay. So yeah, we basically, we're turning this into a very sustainable, eco-friendly, ocean-friendly kind of spot, which I'm really excited about. We've got the bait makers, which I think are going to work to, let's see. So we're kind of going to continue to invest in, you know, just using these to catch more things. So I think I'm actually going to put, I feel like I could probably put 2, maybe 1 or 2 more of the crab things there. So I'm really excited about that. Let me see. Is there any, do we need any hay? I don't know how much hay I actually have to go take a look at that, but probably could benefit from kind of cleaning this up a little bit. Okay. That might be all the hay we're able to get. But let's check in on our animals and kind of see how everyone's doing today. Now, if you guys remember correctly, we did have a few, we put a dinosaur egg in, and the big question is, what exactly does it turn into? That is what I've really been curious about finding out. And so I'm excited to see what actually becomes of it. You know, if anything. All right, so we got those working. We'll check in on our cows, see how they're doing. I forgot we also got a goat. I think we'll probably end up getting a second one as well. All right, so we can't get milk. We can't get goat milk just yet, but it's only a matter of time. Okay. We'll check in on our little kitty. And I will say, you know, outside of just kind of trying to figure out how to build a path, you know, I think maybe like a town square or something could be nice. You know, something around these trees. I don't know. I consider sometimes just leaving this as like a wide forest of sorts. Planting all the trees here, I feel like could be really good. But we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, this is kind of what our farm is looking like right now, which I actually really like it. And I suppose we'll head into town. What the heck? A story taketh shape, I would assume. Let's we also got our gold pickaxe, which, you know, personally I'm really excited about. And, you know, just kind of seeing, I think hopefully it makes, you know, kind of mining a little bit easier. You know what I realized we didn't do? Let's actually put some of this stuff away. At least the salmon berries and all that. And I think we'll go through today as well and try to figure out, you know, what stuff we want to keep and what stuff we want to get rid of and kind of go from there. I just realized I didn't put any of the cheese down. There we go. Still not quite sure how to use the oil maker, but I'm hoping that... Actually, you know what? Let me see if... We're going to check with Pierre's and see if he actually has any oil for us. But before we do that, because I always forget, let's go and check out the... We'll talk to some of the residents, actually. Let's see. I wish Abby wouldn't spend so much time in her room. I loved playing in the snow when I was a kid. The great thing about being a mother is that I get to enjoy it again. I want to be just like my big brother when I grow up. Oh, okay, we got Vincent out here. We got everybody out here. I love how everyone's got a different kind of gear on. They've even got like a little Christmas tree. That's nice. All right, so it seems like everybody kind of gets in the holiday spirit, which is really cool. Now we got worms. Okay. Oh, an ancient doll. All right, so in terms of a quest, I have a new idea for a new style of bed, but I'll need 80 hardwood to make it happen. And then I'm looking for an extremely rare and powerful goop known as ectoplasm. It can be found in the remains of slain ghosts. All right, we'll take the hardwood one. We'll take the hardwood one for now. There was just something that said that might be a little less strenuous. All right, let's donate this to the museum. We got a lot of stuff. I mean, we've collected quite a few items, which is really nice. All right. Was there anything else we were looking to do? We checked the board. We're actually going to check Pierre's and see if there's any crops that we can plant. I don't know how the winter, I feel like the winter's got to be different in that sense, right? Let's see. I love that everything looks the way everything looks when it's covered with fresh snow. Honestly, me too. Honestly, me too. I feel like it's, you know, just really nice. Anyway. All right, so we obviously got the grass starter and the sugar wheat flour oil. Interesting. Now I want to buy 1 oil. Actually, I'll buy 3 oil because I know we need it for our kitchen. I think we already have vinegar, but oh my gosh, can we really not? An apricot sapling. Now this bears fruit in the spring. Bears fruit in the summer. Anything that bears fruit in the spring. This is fall. Oh, there's a recipe for a dehydrator. Okay. And then some of the other items that we've obviously sold to him that he attempts to sell back to us, which is wild behavior. But fall. So these are fall. These are summer, spring. So I think we already got a cherry sapling. An apricot sapling, I would have to check. But I mean, should we just buy it? You know, for sugar too, we could probably benefit from buying a little bit of sugar as well. All right. It would cost about 5,000. Apricot sapling and a cherry sapling. Takes 28 days to mature a cherry tree. I don't know. Maybe we won't fall into the trap of doing that. And I only say that too because I don't know if it, you know, cherry trees or fruit trees really fit with the vibe. You know, and it's not like it's something that we're necessarily looking for the, you know, for this it's winter foraging bundle, and I was trying to see which one was, what was the fruit one? I think we've already completed the fruit one. Okay. So I guess the question becomes like winter, you know, I was really excited about winter, primarily because I wanted to see, you know, how are things different? And it seems like there aren't really any crops to plant. And so that's definitely going to change things, as I feel like we should just spend all of our time fishing, I guess. Right? I don't know. It seems like there really isn't much else to do. You know what I do want to do, though? I want to take one of these chests and all of this trash. Yeah, that seems good. And I would like to... I would like to place it here. So I think I'm going to put this chest maybe we'll put it right here. And we'll throw in all of our random trash that the bait makers grab for us. And then once we have that, then we'll put it all in here. So I'll just kind of keep working on that, which I think sounds fun. All right, we'll take some of this cheese. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm interested to see how we'll spend our time. You know, if crops aren't really a thing, it really seems like fishing might actually be, we might actually do more fishing now than we've ever done. Which actually reminds me, I think we actually should go fishing and then from there kind of come up with a game plan for the season. What do we want to do? You know, what do we seek to accomplish? You know, all that kind of thing. All right, so we got the sugar and oil. Now I'm going to go test this theory. And then I think we're going to work on our paths a lot. I think, you know, as you can see, we kind of been working on creating a bit more of an aesthetic of the farm here. All right, well that definitely did not work. In fact, I accidentally ended up drinking the oil, which not sure why anyone would do such a thing, but that's okay. I wanted to test it, you know. I wanted to know. Oh, we got more worms too. Holy moly. Okay. Nice. Powder melon seeds. Okay, so maybe there are crops that we can plant. Oh, they got possums out here too? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Wow, there's a lot of worms. I wonder if worms are more present, you know, this time of year. I don't know. Oh, look at this tree. Oh, that's nice. Are there any other trees that are... Oh, so it looks like only certain trees are lit up. What the heck? Can I not go this way? Can I... What the heck? Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh, can I cut this tree down? I feel like we're going to need wood. I shouldn't cut down trees in town? Wait, why? What the heck? You caught me. I'm sorry. Take it. Take it. It looked so valuable. I couldn't help myself. You received the magnifying glass. You now have the ability to find secret notes. These reveal rare and useful information and can be reviewed in your collections tab. Okay, that was entirely an accident. I'm just now actually seeing these footsteps. Oh, I thought... Oh, okay. What the heck? I was just trying to see if we cut down the tree. Actually, I was trying to get through here. I guess we can't go through here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, you know, I'll take it. I don't know what that does. Magnifying glass? Maybe we'll be able to uncover this game's ruthless secrets. Or, you know, something. Anyway, with it only being about 9 p.m., I think it's a good chance for us to do a little fishing, see if there's any winter-themed fish that we can encounter. There we go. Starting off strong. I take it back. Absolutely not. I think this will be a good time for us to hit, you know, rank 10, which I'm pretty sure we were relatively close to. We got a perch. Have we never caught a perch before? I think I might be mistaking it with a carp, actually. I think that's it. All right, so they're not community center fish. Wow. Are there only perch here? Okay, perch and chubs. I feel like we catch chubs all year. Like, year round. All right, so we definitely have caught chubs and bullheads before, pretty much in just about every season. And so, caught some algae. Okay. I just want to see if there's any, you know, rare fish that we can catch. A midnight carp. What the heck? Oh wow. I mean, even for a silver, that's pretty sells for a decent amount. That's not too bad. And a lot of green algae. This might actually be a good time to upgrade our fishing rod, which I think we might actually do tomorrow. I think we got enough money for it. Okay. We caught some bullheads, we caught some chubs, and a few new fish as well. Oh, we got a crocus too. Okay, I know we needed that for the community center. I just want to see if there's anything else here. Any other rarities? All right, I will say so far so good. All right, still trying to figure out what I want to turn this into, but yeah, I could kind of see the path going from here and kind of curving down to go into this area, curving across to kind of maybe even overlap, you know, kind of the woods. So I could definitely see this being kind of a woodsy area and then having it come, you know, all the way around, but I don't know. I definitely have some thoughts. All right, we'll put the crocus in here for now. And let me actually plant these powder melon seeds. Do we have any quality fertilizer? Oh, we do. Perfect. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time though. All right, there we go. Throw them down. Okay, not exactly what I wanted it to look like, but that's okay. All right, that'll do. Okay, we're supposed to water them, right? You know what we like to do? We like to push it to the limit. To the absolute limit. Thankfully, we've got our trusty horse. We wouldn't have made it otherwise. There we go. Holy moly. Okay. Okay. Kind of a close start. You know, kind of a close start, but I would say You know, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so now that that's done, it's supposed to snow today. It's going to be clear and sunny all day tomorrow. And the spirits are very happy today. Could be a good day to go mining. Oh, look at this. It's snowing. It's snowing. Yo, I don't care how old you get. There's just something magical about a snowstorm. You know, you're like, I don't know. It's unexplainable. But it's pretty cool. All right. Just wanted to let you know about a new item I'm carrying. It's called a wood chipper. You can use it to break hardwood into several pieces of regular wood. I know wood can be hard to come by in the winter, so if your supply gets low, consider picking one up. Wow, okay. Catch me a squid. You can find them in the ocean at night. They only show up in the winter, though. Okay. Oh, we got worms here too. Okay, I'm definitely considering the idea that worms are a lot more prevalent in the winter. In fact, it doesn't surprise me. Oh, y'all, our shed is done. Look at this. Oh, this is so cute. I love it. Oh, it's gonna look so great when we have one here, and then we'll put one here as well. That's gonna look so nice. Okay, so it's obviously not the largest room, but I wonder if there's like just how you can upgrade the coop in the barn. I wonder if there's like a deluxe shed. I bet you there is. It wouldn't surprise me. All right, so since they're not leaving, I guess there's no reason for them to be. Oh, look at the ducks. Look at the ducks. We got Dawn, we got Haley, we got Daffy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, and we got a duck egg. Nice. All right. Things are getting a little they're getting a little hectic around here. We got, you know, we might need a bigger coop. A much bigger coop. All right. So, we got a large egg. We need a duck egg as well. Okay, we got the duck egg. We got a large egg. We need a large white egg as well. Goat milk, large milk. Okay. I don't think I've got large milk yet, which I'm kind of surprised by. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wow, we spoke it into existence, you know? All right, still can't get goat milk from Goatchella, but that's okay. That's okay. Take your time, love. Take your time. You guys have a heater. You've got fresh hay. You should be good to go. All right, let's use this milk. There we go. All right, it's all coming together. I always wanted this area to have something, you know? And I actually really like what this looks like. In fact, I could see us putting another fishing pond here. Maybe we don't end up needing 3 sheds, maybe 2, and a fishing pond right here in the center. That could look pretty nice. Could look pretty nice. Well, maybe we'll test that out and see if it actually works. But all right, we've got the crocus, we've got the duck egg, the large egg, and the large milk. All right, let's take a look at our goals here. All right, large egg. We need a large white egg. Or I guess we only need 5, right? So if we can get the goat milk, that puts us at 1, 2, 3. We need the goat milk, and we need maybe another large egg. Probably would be our best bet, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm going to put this here. Well, okay. We actually don't have a second one. That's okay. All right, we'll throw this in there. I'm actually going to hold on because I want to get that dehydrator, and I'm curious how much money we'll get if we actually wait to throw our mushrooms in. But assuming it is a decent amount of money, I'm going to hold on to all of our mushrooms until then. And for the fish, I'm I'm kind of hesitant about selling any of our fish now that we have fish ponds. And so I could see us having fish ponds pretty much everywhere. And maybe I could see us even taking this area and putting 4 fish ponds right here in the center. I don't know. Again, you know, these are just ideas, and, you know, I think our experience on this farm, I think, really just kind of evolves as we go along. So it does feel silly at times to, you know, kind of try to have an idea of what to do, because, you know, it changes. It changes all the time. So, and let me check this out. So you all said you can actually, oh. Wait, so does this stuff cost money, or I don't see any price tags on it? Oh, wow. So you could, oh, wow, spilled beverage, 6-pack rings, messy shorts. Wow, you really could kind of turn this into, I don't know what you call this, but, oh, that's interesting. And we could put a broken TV up somewhere. I didn't mean to grab this, but that's interesting. I wish you could rotate things. I guess there's no reason to be able to, but it would be pretty cool. Okay. With that being said, we're making some strong progress here. Really strong progress. I'm going to throw some more gold bars in here, just because you never know. We're trying to get a lot of our equipment into gold, I think, in this season. So the watering can, I think I want to get to gold, as well as the axe. So I think those will cost about 5 gold bars a piece. And so, you know, trying to consider that before we, you know. Anyway, let's head to the beach. Actually, no. No, I actually want to head to Marnie's and see if we've purchased all the animals we can. Because if we need wool, I wonder if that would come from... Oh man, look at all this stuff that we're getting over here. Holy moly. Okay. Yeah, this is great. Now that we actually can't focus on crops, I'm actually seeing this as a positive, because it's going to allow us to fully embrace what our farm is ideally going to be, which is, you know, kind of focused on the ocean life, sustainability, so recyclers everywhere, you know, all that kind of thing. That's kind of what I now envision this farm being. All right, let me grab these, and then I think I want to move this. I'm going to move this right here. There we go. Okay. All right, now time to check on Miss Marnie and see what she's got going on here. Oh, it's Tuesday. She's not there. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, you know how that is. We'll just take all of this stuff. Let me actually check in on the secret, the little secret woods over here. There we go. We definitely need clay. Oh, wow, there's tons of worms in here. What the heck? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to upgrade our... Oh, there we go. A lost book? Okay. Whatever this is. Holly? Oh, nice. Okay. Fully embracing the holiday spirit. Wow. I know it's early, but I'm very curious to see how my rankings of each season will change after this season. Because there was a time where I didn't think fall could be beat, but it's going to depend on how the events go and how this kind of change in landscape from this season will go before I have an official idea, you know. A lot of lost books. All right, so I think that's it, right? Is that all of the... I think so. Okay. All right, now we are on our way. Yeah, they weren't kidding when they said that resources are going to be tight. I don't see as much wood. And so now I feel like, you know, should we have invested a lot more in, you know, chopping trees and things, you know, during the other seasons, but, you know, hindsight, if you will. There's no way of really knowing until you're in it. But I think we'll still find a way to make the most of it, you know. I'm sure there's still ways to get wood, even if we have to buy it. Or maybe we'll just wait until next season. I don't know. Yeah, you still got some trees down here. All right, now that we can't go... I guess we'll just do some foraging. Oh, look, they got a fishing spot. Hello. Hold on. There we go. Man, we're gonna be perched out by the end of this season. I'll tell you that. Because that is all we are getting is perch. Perch and green algae. That is all we're getting. Oh, just barely got it. Holy moly. And another lost book. Oh, what is this? An old and crumpled. It's old and crumpled, but you look closely, you can make out the details. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. 12 o'clock noon sharp. Last day of the season. Check the bush above the playground. Wow, 12 o'clock sharp. Okay. I don't know how we're supposed to remember that. Check bush, I guess, at playground. I don't want to shorthand it. At playground at noon on final day. Okay. Okay, we'll leave that there, I guess, because I feel like I would forget it. I like really worry that I would forget it. All right, let's eat this. And then I guess we can go and see if we can catch an octopus. There we go, a little something, something's biting. A very feisty fish. Okay, pike. Yeah, pike seem to be very feisty. But we've caught plenty of them. All right, I think that's it. Yeah, we've actually caught plenty of pikes over the fall, I would say. Maybe I think it might have been the winter, actually. There we go. Yeah, let's just grab these trees as well. I mean, you know, you can never have too much wood, right? There we go. Oh man, the snow sound is crazy. I don't know if we can do 28 days of hearing that. Let's see, is it ambient footstep volume? Maybe we'll turn that down a little bit. And then just actual sounds, I think we'll turn down just a little bit. But the music could come up a little bit. And maybe a little bit of more ambience. Okay. Oh, we got wormies here. Oh man, we are getting so lucky. I feel like by the end of this season, we're gonna have so many resources. Hold on, let's see, we'll throw this. Okay. Honestly, at this point, this is just turning into a wood haul, you know, which is totally fine, you know. I probably should chop down this tree. I'm sure that was going to bother someone. Like, you left the one tree. Oh, here we go. Yes. All right. There it is. And an ornamental fan. All right, we'll come back for those trees. I actually really want to go to the community center now. Now that we've got the, whatever this is, right? Oh no, it's a crystal fruit. We don't need that. We need the other thing. Whose name I cannot remember right now. Yeah, we need this snow yam. We got the crocus though. All right, maybe it's by the beach. Let's go check. Man, I would assume it's got to be somewhere, right? I haven't come across it just yet, but I'm hoping we'll get lucky. There we go. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. Holy moly. You hate to see it, but not really. That's amazing. Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, we've got everything we need to finish that one. We had a couple other items as well that we could throw in, so we might as well, yeah. We got the duck egg. Oh no, we're out of space. Rip. All right, let's actually, while we're here, let's actually go plant this. Plant some of these other items. I'm assuming snow melons or these powder melon seeds are going to be, I feel like, potentially the only things that we'll be able to plant. All right. So that's looking good. That's looking good. We'll throw these down. Here we go. All right, let me actually go grab some fertilizer. I know we were going to go to the community center. Now I feel like maybe we'll just wait till tomorrow. Because now I kind of really want to do stuff with this. See, we'll throw these. Actually, you know what? These mixed flower seeds. Or just these mixed seeds in general. And then whatever this is. An ancient seed. All right, hold on. Let me actually... We'll take all that. We'll take the ancient seed, and then we'll take these mixed seeds as well. I've always actually wanted to know what the mixed seeds create, and I don't know if I've ever had the patience to actually plant them, so this could be a good time to test that. All right, let's actually put this whole section here, I think, could be great for mixed seeds. Let me actually fix these. I wanted to actually gate this area off right about here. So the gate would come and kind of close in this area. Just to kind of create a bit more finality to it, you know, a bit more concreteness to this area as like its own little garden. So that could be something fun worth messing around with, right? All right, let's throw these seeds down. Out of season. Oh. Okay, so that's unfortunate. We cannot use these. It didn't say that it was only for a certain season, so I, you know, had to check it out. We had to try it. At least we know now. The ancient seed. I'm actually just gonna wait until I think year 2, and then we'll test out the ancient seeds. All right, we got some much extra stuff here. We'll throw that in there. There we go. All right, and then any fruit. This is fruit, so that can go. The crocus, I think, can go as well. This is forage. Where's our forage one? I think it's this one. Yeah, this can go in here with all the other forage items. Okay. Now, inside this box, I'll actually place this one, the ornamental fan, because we'll turn that in. And then I think I saw, did I see another mystery box? Maybe not in there one. Okay, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. Okay. The iron ore. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to hit the mines. That is for sure. We are low on just about everything, so. But I think we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do the mines. And so, as for today, I think we'll leave it at that. There's so many things that I want to work on, you know, with this farm. A rain totem. Oh, wow. No idea what that would do. Not a clue, but you know what? That sounds interesting. Prinkles loves you. Oh. Okay. Bundle up, folks. It's going to snow tomorrow. Another day of snow. And the spirits are in good humor. Okay. All right, well, with that being said, let us collect and gather, shall we? Just gonna gather all of our oak resin, which I think we need for kegs, right? So I guess it's good that I don't chop down all of these trees. Oh, here we go. All of our spoils. Yes. We got duck mayonnaise. $4.50? Oh, that's huge. Okay. All right, let's check in on everyone. There we go. Got a little milk. All right. Still can't do anything with Coachella yet. I wonder how long it takes for them to be fully grown. Like, it feels like a week. All right. So we got those out there. They're living happy. We'll throw the milk out. Oh, okay, I didn't want to eat that egg. Accidents happen. All right, so that's good. So we just need a large white egg as well. So hopefully one of these days, you know, we'll get lucky, get a large white egg. I don't know if this would count. I think it has to be white, right? Or if it's just 2 large eggs. I'll bring it just in case, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Because then we'll have the duck egg and then we have the milk. Okay. Yeah, we'll go try that. And then we'll come back and we'll move all of this stuff inside, which I think is going to look really good. Well, I think we'll move all the preserve jars inside. All right, so we got more bait. More stuff. We'll need to look into making more crab pots. I want to make at least 2 more. And then we'll finish up this path as well, which will come all the way down here. And so... Okay. Yeah, we've got some stuff to work on, that's for sure. But all exciting things. All right, we'll go check in on Marnie, see what animals we can get. I think we only have 1 goat. And so I think it might actually be a good idea to get a second goat. And let me check the... I don't know if the secret forest, if it updates its hardwood every day or if it's every couple days or... Okay, so it seems to be every day. Wow. Okay, we might have to come back here every day. I mean, especially with wood being kind of a commodity in this season. This could be huge. Look at them getting so feisty. Leave my horse alone. All right, let's see. What does this one say? What the heck? What are these? This is so random. If you can read this, come to Secret Woods. Please bring maple syrup. Oh, do we have maple syrup? I kind of want to see what happens if we do these little quests. If it's worth it, you know? But I'm like 100% sure we have maple syrup. All right. We have collected our daily hardwood tax. Let's go check in on Marnie before I get any more distracted than I already have gotten. All right, Miss Marnie. What the heck, Lewis? I'm just here to make sure all of Marnie's business needs are met. Okay. All right, I don't know if we bought these, so I'm actually going to buy these. All right, so we don't have sheep yet. We need a deluxe barn or a deluxe coop. All right. But we could buy another duck. Or another goat, I should say. We have 2 ducks. We have, yeah, I think we could buy another. All right, what should we name our goat? Wait, no, I want to get a goat. I want to get a second goat. What the heck? All right, I don't know. I don't know what to name our goat. Bernard. I mean, it's very hard to compete with a name like Gochella, you know? It's very, very difficult to compete with that. Let's see. All right, you know what? We're just going to name it. For all my football fans out there. But no, we'll name it. Let's see. What would goat goatee. Goatee. That's actually an adorable name. Little goatee. I don't know. It's what we came up with in the moment, and you know, in that moment it felt right, and so that's kind of what we've decided to go with. I'll have to think of a name for our next goat though. That was tougher than I thought it would be. Let me we'll water our little cat's bowl. We'll say hello to our little cat. Hello. What the heck? Our inventory is full because of course it is. Of course it is. All right. All right, let's put some of this stuff away. Let's check on that maple syrup. Do we really not have maple syrup? I really thought we did. Am I crazy? Oh, we do. Yes. Okay. All right. All right, we'll throw those away. We'll throw those in there. We don't have a goat or sheep just yet, but we'll sell this one. The duck mayo. Let's see. Aged bullhead roe. Yeah, we'll get rid of all that. Duck mayo, this stuff as well. We'll get rid of these crayfish. The mayo, the cheese. Yes, this is good money. Good money. All right. All right, we're going to go and check this out. I'm going to bring all of our items that we need. These, and we'll visit some other, we'll visit some of the folks in town, shall we? And last but not least, I will put the shears in here, you know, just so we aren't walking around with them, you know, because that is dangerous. All right, let's go see what this quest gives us for the maple syrup. Hopefully it's something good, though. I really hope it's something good, because that would be quite the disappointment. But it feels like those are spawning pretty commonly. And so, oh, it's a bear. What the heck? That smell. Come closer. No, I'm good right here. What the heck? It's not every day I get to speak to a human. Looks like you've got a little forest magic in you. Now, about my note, did you bring the good stuff? What is this, a drug deal? Oh, that smell. This is really sweet stuff. It's my favorite sauce. It makes me very happy. Okay. Please don't eat us. You've made a friend today. I've got something special I want to show you. I don't know if I can trust this. This is seeming a little bit strange. The bear left you with his special knowledge. Salmon berries and blackberries are now worth 3 times the gold. Okay. I'll take it. Dude, that was totally worth it. Where's my horse? Salmon berries and blackberries are now worth 3 times the gold. Now, I don't know if I have any salmon berries. Well, I think we have some. I don't, as far as blackberries, we spent all of last season, I think, collecting blackberries, but I worry that I may have sold most of them. So, you know, that's unfortunate, but it's okay. Hindsight. As for now, let's go and take a look at, I guess we'll go to, we brought the ornamental fan, so we might as well. Oh, I forgot. I think I've already given that to Gunther. All right, let's process some geodes, shall we? I should throw those bombs away right now. Okay, good stuff. I should throw those away right now. I should throw those away right now. I don't trust myself, chat. I don't trust myself. So we got a mudstone. We got some coal. We got some copper ore. Okay, nice. This is good stuff. Okay, I think that's it. All right, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's, what else were we planning on doing? Oh, we're going to the CC. To the CC we go. Let's see if we can finish any of these quests. If I ate the snow yam, I would literally lose it. I would literally lose it. You know me, I can't be trusted. You know I can't be trusted. All right. Always nice to cross something else off. Our never-ending list of items. Oh, winter seeds. Okay, okay, good. We can plant some seeds, which is really nice. Oh, that was the last one too. Okay. This house was empty for years. The trees moved in, and so did we. Oh, look at this. It's a classroom. Or something. Wow. Now, as you can see, we've done this once before with the coal room. And this is hands down one of my favorite moments inside of this game is when you complete a room inside the community center. It reinvigorates you with the sense of hope and possibilities, and has me really excited for what, you know, for what it's going to look like when we're all done. I'm still curious about this room. You know, I feel like there should be a plaque here. For some reason there isn't, and I'm curious what that means. I also feel like there could potentially be a plaque right in the middle of the room for this kind of main room. But man, we've made some great progress. I'm actually quite proud of what we've done. And I love this song. It's so good. All right, let me see. Okay, so it will only take the one brown egg. So it does have to be a large white egg, which I figured, but it's good to know. So either we get either we get goat milk, which I think we definitely will. We need a large goat milk at that. And then we need a large egg. So hopefully by the end of this season, I think we can do those things. It might actually be worth it to invest in another goat, just so we can ensure that we're, you know, the more goats we have, the more we kind of maximize our opportunities to get a large milk. Because even with the cows we have, it took us quite a few days before we got a large milk. You know, I don't know if they need to have a certain level of hearts or what the deal is there, but it definitely took us some time. Oh, let's grab these. All right, there we go. We got some stone. We like that. I'm gonna see if I can. I think I'll get rid of that. I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but now I'm not quite sure. In the meantime, I think we'll probably end up putting a fence here, you know, maybe with a gate or something, which I guess we could do that now, right? Let's see. What do we need for that? We need one gate, and then let's see. We have more. Oh, actually, we don't. Maybe a stone fence. Oh, we don't have a lot of stone either. Wow, we are low on resources. This is no bueno. All right, we'll just grab this. So yeah, I was thinking maybe we would put something along the lines of a couple of... finishing it off with a gate. Something like that. Looking pretty nice, I would say. Right? Yeah, that looks pretty nice. I would say so. Okay. So I'm waiting on those last 3 kegs to be done. Well, I guess they don't need to be done before we move them, right? I'm gonna move all of these preserve jars because I want to keep those kind of going. I could always just move the kegs that we have. There we go. All right, so finally, I've wanted these for a long time, and oh, rip. Ignore that. Pretend you never saw that. Okay, so maybe I could see us having a whole second row of just rock and preserve jars, right? And then up here, maybe this close, I think. We could have them kind of set up this way. And then you would have these here, and then so we would come in, and then obviously, you know, you'd have to be able to get over here, but I don't know. I worry that would we accidentally, maybe I'll create a little bit more separation between them, because I don't want to accidentally put something that's meant to go in here, you know. So maybe something, yeah, maybe something like this, so that they're not so close. This gives us a little bit of room in case we make a mistake, you know. So something like this, and then something like that. Okay. And then the same thing kind of right here. So hopefully, I don't know if there is a way to make a large shed, but I think it's still a great work in progress. So the salmon berries that we had done, he's saying they're 3 times more now, as well as the blackberries are 3 times more. Which I guess I kind of see. I guess I kind of see it. Interesting. Now make those into jams, and we could really get cooking here. A little blackberry jam. That could be good. I'm going to get rid of the rest of these pumpkins first, though. So we'll run the pumpkins, and then we'll start, I guess, on the jams for the blackberries. That could be good. All right. All right, now I wanted to turn this whole area into... That was confusing. I was like, why is it not... Like, why is it not working? Okay. All right, let's... Just gonna throw a few of those down. There we go. Get a couple of those going. Oh no. Oh. We ran out of time. Oh, but on the bright side, the bridge is done. Okay. That could actually be really great for gathering some materials. I always wanted to know how to get over there. There's a couple bridges that I am curious about how to get access to. Okay. Day 4. Let us continue. All right, it's going to be clear and sunny all day tomorrow. The spirits are in good humor. Okay. Oh, and it's snowing again. From what I can tell, you've been taking really good care of your pet. I'm really happy about that. But there are some sweet animals that need a home. If you're interested, I'll start offering pet adoptions at my shop. Just be aware that there is a licensing fee, and also that each pet will want their own outdoor pet area, or else they'll be unhappy. Robin will be happy to construct additional pet bowls for a price. All right. So we could adopt more than one pet. That's pretty cool. I always felt like Prinkles needed a friend, you know? Are we really out of space again? Okay. Yeah, I always felt like Prinkles needed a friend, so that actually could be really good. All right, I think for the pumpkins, we've been juicing them. I think juicing... Well... How many... We've got 11 pumpkin juice, which should get us through more than enough of the winter. So maybe we actually could sell... Maybe we'll do 3. We'll do 3 more just for our own use. And then we'll kind of juice the other ones. All right. So that's good, right? All right, and I'll go grab some things for the other, for the rest of them, because I want to use up all of that. Okay. I guess we could use up the rest of these blueberries as well. But I'll use these. I'll use these blackberries. Okay. All right, let's grab our trusty steed. I know I've said the last couple days that we would go fishing, but we actually will go fishing today. Fishing and mining. That is the goal. I really wanted to set up the shed here. So those are good. And then I guess I'll just throw them in there. Might as well, right? I want to get some more kegs for sure. You know, we'll get that. We'll do that in time. All right. Look at all of our chickadees. Another duck egg. Yeah, the duck eggs are really nice. Really, really nice. All right, checking in on everyone. Hello, hello. All right, everybody seems pretty happy. I feel like we're doing a good job of just tending to all of our animals. All right, let me just check. I don't know if they're... Wow, so they're really too young still. Okay. Well, I don't know when we're going to get goat milk, but... hopefully at some point. I pretty much just do that and keep making cheese and let the money keep rolling in. So let's check on our fish pond. Those wild seeds will grow at some point. Oh, I like how it's purple now. Okay, so how do you use this machine? Probably should get a bunch more bait makers. Did we get any trash from that? Okay, no trash. So we're good. Okay. All right, we'll turn some of that stuff in. I actually want to grab a chest and put it We might actually make another chest, but I don't know. For now, it might actually be good to just use this basic one. And I want to put it inside the... So like all of this, all these grapes and things, the salmon berries, the star fruit, all of this could go. Even the yams. Blueberries, cranberries, all this stuff we're going to juice. So it could actually be good to put it inside the... Just so when we collect stuff, we have immediately stuff that we can... You know what I mean? So I think we'll put it... Maybe we'll put it here. And then we'll just throw in the fruit. All this fruit, all the stuff that we want to juice, even the row that we want to preserve. All that can go in there. The pickled pumpkins we're going to sell. And then we'll keep the pumpkin juice for ourselves. And so... Man, one thing I will say is the days go by really fast. Oh, we didn't put the cranberries in. Rip. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay. All right, let's put all this pine tar and all this stuff away. So there we go with that. That's good. What is this? Oak resin? Okay, oak resin can go in there too. And mudstone. All right, so that's looking good. That's looking good. Let me just put these cranberries away. And then we'll... I guess we'll do the fishing first. We might as well, right? All right, so that's good. Yeah, let's just go do the fishing first. Oh, it bothers me to no end when we accidentally eat something. It bothers me to no end. Because I didn't want to eat that. But that's all right. What's done is done. All right, now we're off to the beach. We'll finally upgrade our fishing rod. Man, I will say this is the most peaceful I've seen the town. I just love how everything is, the whole landscape is changed. Oh, look at these. Don't we actually need this? Oh, we do. A nautilus shell. And that was on the bulletin board, right? So we need a rabbit's foot still. A fried egg. Whatever this stuff is. And a nautilus shell. Okay. Now that's awesome. This is our first time over here since the start of the new season. I actually don't come to the beach all that often, which is ironic because we have a beach farm. But yeah, we don't really hit the beach all that often. All right, so you can make a fish smoker. Place a fish inside with a piece of coal to create a smoked fish, which is worth double. Oh, wow. The quality of the fish is preserved. So it costs 10,000, but I mean, that could actually be really good. Oh, you can buy fish pot or crab pots? Increases your chance to catch ice pip. So there's a lot going on here. A lead bobber. Okay. A trap bobber. Well, a lot of this stuff we already have, so. But we're really here for this, the iridium rod. That's what we want to see. Okay. All right. We got the iridium rod now. And so we'll see how much better it is than the other one. So far, it's not looking good. I know we need seaweed, but you know, when I go fishing, I don't typically go with the idea of let me catch seaweed, you know? I typically would like to catch fish, you know? One thing I will say is it does feel like this one has a lot much more control. It has much greater control over the bar, which feels good. We haven't even added the other stuff to it. Oh, a sardine. I already caught a few of those, so. Okay, a herring. Now, what I remember that I think we're in level 9 of fishing. I feel like we're right on the cusp. A red mullet. I feel like we're right on the cusp of getting level 10 fishing. And so, you know, that's kind of what I'm hoping we could achieve that today. Max out our fishing stat. But I always wondered if we could cook fish, so seeing that he has a smoker is actually huge. The smoker could actually be a great way in which we, you know, make more money, have more food, and really get, you know, take advantage of all of our fishing skills. And all those fish that we've caught, we could smoke them and then make even more money from them. That could actually be a big deal. Now, it costs 10,000, so we'll have to... You know, we'll definitely have to save up for it, but definitely worth keeping our eyes out on. Oh, that one was in such a weird spot. Almost didn't get it. All right, deluxe bait, nice. I think there was one that gives you increased chance of getting treasure. So I think I actually have that one. He did say he wanted an octopus. They only come out at night though, so we could wait here and try to get our hands on one. There we go, amphibian fossil, okay. All right. No, don't leave. We're gonna get the octopus. All right. Well, maybe we can mail it to him, you know? Man, how many fish do we have to catch to reach rank 10? I mean, look at this. We're rank 9. Oh, we got rank 9 forging too. So we're almost there. Rank 10 for a couple of things. Honestly, it doesn't hurt to do more fishing, you know? I mean, we'll sell some of it, you know, and then we'll keep the rest of it for our smoker. Maybe we'll just keep all of it for our smoker, you know? I feel like that could be a good idea. There we go. I wonder if getting perfect gives you like more XP, or if that just increases the ranking of the fish. I would assume it's probably more of the latter, but is this an octopus? It's probably a sea cucumber, right? Oh, an albacore. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is another one I was always interested in checking out. It tells you what kind of fish, and I was curious what that would look like, you know, knowing that information. Oh, that's cool. So it tells you. That's pretty neat. Takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. I mean, I feel like it could potentially also take some of the excitement out of it too, you know, if you know what you have on the line. But there were times where I've lost a fish and I always wanted to know, like, what is it, you know? Like here, we know it's an octopus. I think that's just a little bit of that peace of mind. There we go. All right, we caught a squid. Doesn't sell for as much as I thought it would, but... might as well keep fishing, right? Or maybe we'll go to a different spot. Another herring. All right, I think that's enough fishing for now. You know, either way, I know that we'll hit rank 10 eventually. You know, the question is when. But I know at this point, after all that fishing we just did, we've got to be pretty close, right? I would assume so. And I will say, getting around town with your horse, there's so many like spots that you think you would be able to cross through, and then you just get stuck. All right. So let's take a look at some of the items that... Look at all these fish that we have. I'm actually going to throw most of the fish that we have in here, especially the sea cucumbers, and probably at least one of these. I don't know if higher ranked fish count for more, but maybe I'll throw at least one of these in. The rest of them maybe I'll sell. Because I don't know when I'm going to get the... I don't know when we're going to get the smoker. I feel like we might change our mind too. I don't want to hold on to all of this profit. I mean, once we get the smoker, we can always fish again, you know? But we'll get rid of the duck mayo, this regular mayo. The oyster. We'll sell one nautilus shell. We'll throw the other shell in here. We'll throw this in. That needs to go as well. This one can go in there. Got the large milk, the squid, which is for Willy. All right. Now we got a couple bobbers here, or at least I thought I did. Yeah, we've got this one. Increases the bite rate when fishing. But there were a few that we could craft as well. Like, causes fish to escape slower when you aren't reeling them in. Slightly increases the size of your fishing bar. Treasure hunter, fish don't escape while collecting treasures. Also increases the chance to find treasures. I mean, that's pretty solid. Yeah, I think that's good. We also had the brick flooring that we wanted to finish. So I'll grab some of those. We'll throw all of this on. Wait, I'm curious what that green bar means. Does that mean that the sonar... I wonder if that means that the sonar can break. We'll keep it on for now just to test. I would love to know what filling that green bar means. I feel like that means that it's that it breaks. I always thought it would be broken if, you know, we could just keep using one. Like if you find one that's good, you just keep using it. It would make sense if it breaks, then you'd have to keep buying them, but we'll see. All right, so these are the wood fences. Remember we said we were going to fence off this area. I thought this could actually be a good time to try and see what that would look like. You know, just kind of doing something like this. It's a lot tougher than it looks. That is a lot tougher than it looks. Holy. There we go. Probably should have. So it just kind of creates a little bit of an enclosure. If I can actually get it right. And then we'll put a gate. We'll put a gate here. You know? But that looks pretty good. Now, in terms of the flooring, we thought about doing something like this. You know? I feel like we could probably put 2 more here. We could even, if we wanted to, have it go around the front here. You know? I feel like that could look really nice, too. But I like it. I like watching the ideas kind of come together and seeing what forms. I wanted to put a little bit of lighting over there as well. So I was thinking of maybe doing something like this. And so we'll finish up this path. Something like that, right? Not too bad. Not too bad. You know? And just to get it out of our pockets, I don't know. I had imagined kind of creating a separate path here, but... yeah, I mean, it's okay, you know? It's alright. But yeah, we'll probably finish it up. Oh, what's this? Oh, I thought it was like a hidden door. Okay. So that's kind of what this is looking like. A nice little community garden. I kind of like the way it looks though. It's very nice and quaint. And then I just realized the other day that it's pretty dim over here. And so So I wanted to create a little bit of lighting. So I thought about putting kind of just a few of these, you know, just to create a little bit of lighting on the four corners. There we go. There we go. I mean, if we wanted to, we could put one in the middle, but I feel like it's, you know, you can see a decent amount, you know. I kind of like the way that looks. All right, we'll come back for the cheese and all that a different time. So we did a day that was pretty much, you know, we pretty much fished today, which I think was great. I was hoping that that would lead us to get, you know, an upgrade, but, you know, reach level 10 fishing perhaps, but, you know, that's okay. It didn't quite work out that way. All right, so we got more snow coming tomorrow. The spirits are neutral today. All right. I always love the first week of a new season. There isn't so much pressure on, you know, what to do. It's kind of, in a way, I feel like the start of every season is cool because you know, it's an opportunity to really, you know, start over in a way. You know, we could focus on really whatever we want, which I think is really neat. Let me check to see if these are actually done. All right, so these are still working. But at least we got some crops going. Now these kegs, I feel like we put stuff in these kegs forever ago, so I'm surprised that they're still not done, but once those are done, we'll move those into the shed. Checking in on everyone every single day. All right. We'll feed everyone. So that's good. Everyone seems happy. All the ducks are happy. We get our daily dose of mayo. Okay, this goat is definitely grown. Okay, I wasn't sure what they looked like when, you know, when they were ready, but, or like adult, but you could kind of tell. You could kind of tell. All right, so that's good. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so it has to be a large goat milk. So I think this is all safe to get rid of. All right, so those are taken care of. Let's check on our little plot of land down here. I love how it's like purple now for the sea cucumbers. I definitely want to make another one for... for like regular super cucumbers. I think it'd be really good. Throw this in there. Grab these spectacles. We'll throw those in there. All right. Yeah, I don't know where we would put another. I mean, probably where we put these houses, we probably could have put two more fish ponds lined up. But I don't know. You know, I like where we put this one. And yeah, I think if anything, maybe we might put two more fish ponds maybe over here or something like that. But definitely options. All right, let's chop up some of this. Getting a little out of control here. and get rid of some of this. Oh man, it's getting crazy over here. Holy moly. All right, that's good for now. Just for good measure. All right, that's looking really nice. I think the gate really adds a lot of dimension to it. You know, we'll fix it up a little bit more, but yeah, essentially it would come all the way down here, which I think would look really nice. I'm excited to kind of finish this out. You know, I think like if there was a gate that, or like, you know, fencing that could go along the whole perimeter, I think that would look really good. I know we haven't done any mining, so that is the goal for today. But before we do that, I want to go check on some of the others. Let's see. All right, so something like that, just to kind of keep the area looking nice, you know. I feel like that looks pretty good. But we may end up working on it a little bit, you know, over time. I don't know what I was doing there. Just trying to get rid of some of these other pieces, but, you know, I don't know. I think the fencing really does help to kind of make things look a little bit more dynamic, you know, instead of everything looking so flat, I would say. You know, even throwing up some fencing here, I think creates a border. It starts to feel like this is its own little section, you know. I'm actually going to grab 10 more pieces because now I'm stuck on this idea. You know, this is what happens. This is what happens. So, imagine like a double fence in a way. Yeah. So something like that. Essentially, you know, not bad, not bad. There we go. You know, it's something, right? It's something. Wow, it's crazy how much time went by. Holy moly, it's already 3:30. What the heck? I feel like we just started this day. Okay, at least the wine is done. We can move those. So we'll come back for that. Wow. We said we were going to hit the mines today, and look at what we've done. Look at what we've done. Gotten completely distracted. All right, let's see. She's got a blueberry, some bombs, cauliflower, hardwood fencing. Okay. Crispy bass. A boil of garlic. Drink this and weaker monsters will avoid you. Okay. Beer and a luxury table. All right, we'll grab the table. Nothing else really calling to us though. But that's okay. We'll check again on Sunday. All right, let's go grab our hardwood. I wonder how many days do we have for that. We've only gotten 40 pieces for Robin. Doing that quest in the winter, I feel like is probably not the best idea, which I never really thought about. But the true lack of, it seems like lack of just overall wood and resources, definitely going to hurt us. But unfortunately for us, I don't see us doing a whole lot of building, you know, in this season. You know, it's really just about maintenance and, you know, all that kind of thing. Oh, they got a little... We got bubbles. We got bubbles. I didn't even know you could fish here. All right, a lot of the same fish we've been catching. Oh, it's a wood skip. Did we not catch that before? Oh, nice. I wonder if this is where you would catch, like, some of the rarer fish in the game. Interesting. A lot of carps, though. A lot of carps. There we go. More deluxe bait. Always nice. Another wood skip. I feel like whenever there's bubbles, you know, it's like you gotta take advantage of it. You know? You just have to. All right, but there's not enough to keep getting carps. All right, let me throw these in our... All right. We'll grab this and then I guess we'll go plant some of the powder melon seeds that we got. All right. Like I said, I know we said we would go fishing today, or we would go hitting the mines, but you know, sometimes we just get so distracted. There's so many other things that we want to do, or, you know, I definitely didn't anticipate starting this day going fencing, but, you know, it's kind of one of those things. Like, here we are. All right, so let's throw these down. All right, so those are good. So this whole area is, you know, seemingly turning into powder melons. I'll be curious to see what those turn into, like if we were to preserve them or... All right, so can't really do much about those now. Or the kegs, actually. I want to put the kegs out. There we go. All right, so all that stuff is working. It's looking good. So I'm gonna throw this egg in here just to get it out of our inventory. You know what we need to buy? We need to buy more shipping boxes. I actually want to put one down here. I feel like putting one down here could be really good. And then let's see, we'll throw that in there. We'll throw that in there. We still have some milk as well. All right, before I make a terrible mistake and accidentally sell this wood skip, we're going to throw that in there. Now, were we almost done with one because of that? The wood skip? No, we still need to find these two. Okay. That is quite all right. So go and see anything in there. Anything in there. All that stuff. All right, for all the fencing stuff, I'm just going to put it, I think, in here. So that'll go in there. All right. Okay, so it is a health meter. The meter's going down. And so it seems like the sonar, so the bobbers do in fact degrade over time, which is kind of disappointing. But I guess makes sense, right? You know, it is pretty broken to just be able to use it forever. So you get a couple uses out of it, and then it looks like you just have to make another one if you want to use it. But that's good to know. For now, though, I'm just going to throw this in there. All of this row as well, I think I'm going to carry with me. So we'll keep this row, and then these mussels. Honestly, I don't even know why these are in here. The mussels, you know, we probably should just make a bigger chest. But I'm nervous. I'm nervous about doing that, knowing how limited wood is for us right now. And I'm nervous to invest in. I'm nervous to invest all of our resources into anything other than like just trying to save. All right, so that's good. We're good there. Let me actually grab the wine that we made. So we actually have quite a few bottles now. We're gonna sell that. What about this honey? You think we need this? Wild honey? I guess I'll hold on to it for now, but you know, you never know, right? So we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of one pumpkin juice just so we're sitting on an even 10. Okay. I think that's good. We definitely need to go mine silver though, or iron. Definitely need to do that. Okay. We're not going to waste any time in this final day. We are going straight into the mines. Otherwise, we'll just get distracted again. Well, we'll do the basic stuff first, and then we'll go straight into the mines. I've got an unusual request. Could you keep it a secret? I want to deliver an amethyst to Emily. It's our favorite stone. Tell her it's from me. I don't know if we actually have amethyst. Oh, wow. So it seems like our cat gives us something every day that they're at full hearts. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's go check in on our animals. Let's see, is there anything growing here? Are these ready? It does not seem. It seems like they're getting close, but not quite. Not quite. Let's grab these. All right, and then I really do like the system that's forming down here too. You know, we've got these are making roe for us, which is really nice. We've got the bait makers that are making bait. We then invest that bait back into the crab pots. The crab pots make items that'll either give us stuff to sell, which I think the only thing that's missing here is a selling bin. Once we get a selling bin, I think that's really going to turn that area into a really nice self-sustaining area. And I can't wait to see that. A new baby lizard hatched? We got a lizard. Maybe Zuzu. Zuzu's such a weird name though. I don't know. If it's a lizard, I don't know what we would even name that. Fickard the lizard. Oh my god. Maybe we'll name it Wow, we really did. Okay, Fickard was not the name that I was originally going for, but you know, unfortunately that's just what it is. But Fickard the lizard is a pretty funny name, actually, when you think about it. The more you say it, the more you're like, you know what, it's a bit of an endearing name. We got a lizard now, so I'm curious, guys, I'm trying to feed you, and you're making it incredibly difficult. Wow, we got a lizard. I don't know if it's actually going to turn into a dinosaur. That would be insane, though, if it does. But, you know, I guess we'll see. Holy moly. This area is getting pretty overloaded, though. A pretty crowded area. All right. We're still waiting on a large white egg, but so far, no luck. We'll put these. There we go. Yeah, on the way to the mines, I think we'll stop by Robin's and see if we can get ourselves that shipping bin. Because I think that's really going to change the game. Wait, why? Why does Gochella have no milk? I don't understand that. Did we not pet her yesterday? Maybe we forgot her. Okay, I think that's everyone. All right. So we got those. We'll throw those in there. Wow, that took a while to hatch, actually. I actually want to... I have another one. I feel like we should just throw it in there. I don't see any other use for it other than to hatch it into something, right? So we've gotten so lucky. I don't know. I'm curious what it's going to look like when it's fully grown. It's going to be interesting. But if they could, I don't know what they would produce. Maybe some kind of rare milk or something. I don't know. That is something we will have to wait and see. All right, let's go ahead and sell these. The Snell, all the cheese, all that good stuff. We're saving all the mushrooms. And then this we'll throw away as well. All right. All right, we're going to throw the roe in here. Actually, you know what? Are we using all of them? I think we are. Well, I wonder what putting yams in the cakes would do. I know some of these are not being used, though. There we go. Just want to make sure they're all working for us, you know? All right, now with that being said, we'll get these wormies because they've been actually at the top of my brain. As soon as I saw them, I said, oh, I just know I'm going to forget them. There we go. Jack, be nimble. Jack, be thick. What the heck? Oh, oh, we already read that one. Okay. All right. I guess we'll throw them. We got space right here and right here. All right, so that's good. Both of those are going. Looking good there. Where did my horse go? Oh my gosh, this happens every time. Did I genuinely lose my horse? Alright, we'll come back for that stuff. Wow, I think we actually lost my horse again. Well, that's okay. You know, we could use, we could stretch our legs, right? I know we took our horse down here, right? Oh, is that it right there? Oh my gosh, it just hides so well. All right, so now we have a couple missions. We're going to the mines. Before we do that, we're going to go and check on robins. Oh, a lot of powder melon seeds. That must be the main fruit. Ah, that feels good. The water's never been cleaner. And the same goes for me. All right. You know what I need to do? I actually need... I actually wanted to grab those bombs that we had. Also, don't think for a second that we're just not going to discuss Linus living his absolute best life in the, in the lake. Which is like, you know, honestly, I'm happy for him, you know? I'm happy for him. He should. He deserves it. All right. Now back to our originally scheduled programming, that being trying to actually get to the mines, which you would be surprised is tougher than I thought it would be. And as far as Robin's project, I don't know if that's happening. I really don't. I just don't know if there's enough hardwood to go around. All right, so we got a rusty cog. Nice. Prehistoric hand axe. There's a lot of good stuff around here. And look at us. Our pocket's almost full before we even get to the mines. Oh, let's go check the bridge. This area over here. Oh my gosh, dude. Look at this. So is this really just... Is this just for, like, all of this material? Hold on, I feel like this is like a real ASMR moment here. Hold on. I'm gonna move myself out of the way. I'm gonna hurt myself. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, prismatic shard! Just need to use all these bombs anyway. It's fine by me. Holy moly, we got a prismatic shard. The luck is insane. I don't know what the prismatic shards do, but, you know. Oh, we still got hurt. Unfortunate. It would be cool if this area, like, if they, you know, the rocks regrew or respawned, you know? Okay, so pretty good stuff. I mean, in all honesty, that was a really good haul. A couple of iridium ore as well. We got an emerald, diamond, prismatic shard. Not too bad. Whatever the heck that means. And then there's no better helper than a raisin-fed Junimo. Oh. Okay, no idea where that leads. Maybe we should go to the area that was marked on the map. It has an X on it. But I know where it is, though. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I think this will forever be the tale of us just endlessly trying to get to the mines and failing at just about every turn. All right, hold on. So it's over here. I just want to see what this actually is that we're not supposed to go to. So is there anything there? Can I just blow it up or what? Oh! Oh! A strange doll. Gunther can tell you more about this if you donate it to the museum. All right. Well, that's interesting. I mean, listen, I know we didn't hit the mines at all in our first week. And maybe we'll just prioritize that in week 2, but I would say as far as week 1 is concerned, you know, I like to think that we actually got a lot done. You know, I'm very pleasantly surprised, happy with the results. You know, I think this has been a pretty stellar first week in the winter. You know, and I don't know, at first when I realized that like we couldn't get crops or that we wouldn't really have a lot of crop options like we've had before, it did feel like a bit of a game changer. But I feel like we've acclimated and still found ways to make money, you know, whether that be fishing or look how much, oh my gosh, look how much coal we have now. 91. Yes. That's exact. Look how much copper we have. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh, that's massive. Okay. Let's open up this area. All right, so I'm just going to throw these down. There we go. All right. So that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. And honestly, now that I do see it, I feel like it could benefit from... one more. Just one more light source. Potentially, I don't know, probably in the middle here. I don't know. I don't want to put it in where the crops are, but I feel like if we put it maybe back here. There we go. It's a little better. And I might copy it and put one up there too, but I think that looks pretty good. All right, so to cap things off, we're going to throw all this stuff in here. Let's see, we'll throw in all of our bombs. We now have 100 pieces of coal. Literally 100 pieces of coal, which is honestly my dream. I've always wanted, I always felt like, I was like, dude, we're never going to have a surplus of coal. It's just not going to happen, you know? And here we are. And we got another prismatic shard, which, based on what you all have said, is a pretty rare thing. So for us to have 2, I don't know if that's something that's common in your first year, but I'd like to think it isn't. It makes me feel better. And some more iridium ore. And so all good things. All really good things. Let's see. It was forage. This is flowers, so I think flowers are in here. So we'll throw this in here, and then we'll throw the rest of the fruit away. And then this stuff that's going to Gunther, we're going to put it in here. And I'm going to hold on to that book. And this has to go to... That has to go to Willie, which we'll do at some point. I don't know when we're going to do that, but maybe next time we go fishing. And I've been wanting to get rid of this milk, so there we go. All right. And that's all she wrote. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're pretty much done with our first week. You know, I think we have adopted and adapted, I should say, to these new settings very well. You know, I feel like we're learning, you know, how to make money outside of using, you know, crops and things when crops aren't available. And I feel like it's a real learning experience I think winter's been really cool because it's a great opportunity to find other ways to invest your time and your resources, your money. You know, when wood is at like kind of a hot commodity, you know, how do you adapt and where do you go from there and what do you do? And, you know, I feel like that's kind of been the lessons I've learned so far in this season. And I feel like we're just scratching the surface. You know, I feel like there's so many other things that we'll learn, you know, in this season and what to do. But I think we're doing pretty well. We haven't done mining yet. I think mining will be a big focus of our next episode. And really just the whole next week, I think will be a big focus on mining. Because now that we have resources and we have coal and iron and stuff like that, as you can see, I don't want to get stagnant in that. So one goal that I've had since the beginning has been to reach the bottom of the mines. And so whether that's level 100 or level 150, you know, I don't know how many levels there are, but you know, whatever that number is, that's what I want to do. So maybe that's something we'll do in the next episode, you know, reaching the bottom, see if we can, and collecting as much copper, iron, and gold ore as we possibly can, you know, really just setting ourselves up. You know, I feel like that's a real purpose. The real goal of the winter is to kind of capitalize on the time that you have to spend in the mines, which we don't really have as much of. And, you know, at least in my experience in the spring and summer, you know, as we spend a lot of our time outside and working on our crops and other things like that, where that's not really an option so much in the winter from what I've seen. And so you're really kind of encouraged to hit the mines, which I like because I've been wanting to hit the mines for a while. And looking at some of our skills, you know, mining and combat have kind of been some of our weakest skills because we just don't spend a lot of time in the mines, you know, but we do spend a lot of time farming and fishing and foraging. And so it'll be a good chance for those stats to get up as well. So I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to that and looking forward to sharing more of that experience with each and every one of you. Oh my gosh, I just realized that we didn't have no cam for the longest time, did we? I don't think we did. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It really does mean the world. Going over each and every one of these days with you has been fun. The first week of winter, I didn't expect it to go that well, but I'm glad that it did. And in the next episode, I think we'll spend a lot of time in the mines. And so that'll be a fun episode as we'll try to gather some more materials and farm and do all that kind of thing. Really looking forward to that because I know we spent the last 3 days of this episode trying to figure out, just trying to get to the mines, and we got distracted, but that's okay. I think the things we got distracted by needed our full attention, and I'm glad that we were able to provide that. So hopefully this episode provided you with a little bit of cozy, a little bit of peace, a little bit of comfort today. Hopefully it did. If it did, drop a like on this video. It's a great free way to help and support the channel. Comment down below, what did you think? If you have any tips about this episode, anything that you saw that stood out to you, don't be afraid to throw them in the comments. And of course, if you enjoy cozy commentary for your viewing pleasure, you're already in the right place. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Excited to jump into the mines in the next week, in week 2 of winter. And yeah, we only have 3 more weeks left before we're in year 2. What will happen in year 2? I have no idea, but I'm excited to find out. That's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.